Just a week or so ago, we had another effort on the floor of the Senate here to extend the Patriot Act, FISA, which keeps America safe, gives us the power to try to ferret out those who threaten us. And the suggestion was made by the majority leader here, let's extend it for a few days. This has become a pattern, and it's a troubling pattern. And one aspect of it is particularly troublesome because at the end of June, unless there is a sincere bipartisan effort, we're going to lose the Export-Import Bank. I've heard a lot of speeches in the Senate about how the United States businesses, especially small businesses, are really the backbone of our economy. Oh, we all give those speeches. As these businesses grow and expand, they often look to foreign exports. We know that every $1 billion in new export sales supports at least 6,000 new jobs in this country. So every opportunity to export U.S. products helps communities and families. The primary federal program that allows most of these very small businesses to export is about to expire. It's about to expire at the end of this month. The Export-Import Bank provides financing and insurance so that U.S. companies, many of them very small, can compete in the global economy. Here's how it works. The Export-Import Bank makes loans to firms exporting American-made goods. This allows businesses, including 3,340 small businesses across the United States, to sell their goods and services to businesses all over the world. They support about 164,000 jobs. More than 100 of these companies are located in Illinois, and more than 80 of them are small. The bank supports $27.4 billion in exports, and guess what? It doesn't cost the taxpayers a penny. It actually makes money. Money that's returned to the U.S. Treasury for other purposes or to reduce our debt. Over the past 2 decades, 20 years, the Export-Import Bank has returned $7 billion to the U.S. Treasury. It's a moneymaker. It goes directly to deficit reduction. Now, one of the companies that helped the Now Health Group in Bloomingdale, Illinois, is a natural food and supplement manufacturer with 640 employees, 35 of whom work in exports. According to their chief operating officer, Jim Emmy, the flexibility in payment terms we can offer through XM has allowed us to grow our business in existing markets as well as open new ones. This company has grown its exports from 2% of their business to more than 10%. They could not have done it without the Export-Import Bank. There are thousands of stories just like that all over the United States. I'm a co-sponsor of Senator Shaheen's bill that would increase the lending cap for the bank to $160 billion and reauthorize it through 2021, not these short-term 30-day, 60-day, 6-month extensions that we've seen under this leadership in Congress. In the past, reauthorizing the XM Bank was a bipartisan measure. Republicans used to support it as much as Democrats. But now there's a small group of Republicans, inspired by the Heritage Foundation, who've decided let's put an end to this bank, let's put an end to this opportunity for small businesses to hire Americans and export goods overseas. Their hatred of government blinds them to the reality of this bank and the thousands of jobs that will be lost if they have their way and eliminate the XM Bank. They also refuse to recognize that by failing to reauthorize this bank, U.S. businesses can't compete with businesses in other countries. We'll still have access to their own export financing agency. Do you think China is putting its Export-Import Bank out of business? No. It just increased its size. Our major competitor, they've stepped up. In this case, many of the leaders in Congress are stepping back. So we're not only hurting ourselves here if we can't find a way to go forward. The bank is set to expire at the end of the month, less than 4 weeks from now. I hope we can come to an agreement by then to pass a bill to reauthorize a program that's critically important for U.S. exports. And I hope reasonable voices in the Republican Party will not allow a vocal minority to prevent us from reauthorizing this important program.